Hi, it's Carrie Lynn again, and I wanted to tell you about another session that I attended at Greenbuild. It's called Innovative Governance for One Water, Research and Action Plan. So this was really cool because it was something that I've learned about in one of my courses. And this idea of one water is basically taking our thinking from viewing water as segregated and being treated at one centralized location to actually looking at it in full circle, seeing it from basically when you flush it to when it's treated, and then stormwater, and then when it comes back to your house, either in your toilet or to drink. So basically looking at it in its full life cycle. And it was very interesting. They brought up like some of the nutrients that are in stormwater, such as phosphorus. Actually, we need it in agriculture, fertilizer, but it's a finite resource, and the presenter said we maybe have 50 to 100 years left of this resource. And basically what we're doing now is just letting it, once it enters the water stream, basically letting it go and not recovering it at a treatment plant. So this whole idea of thinking of it as one water is taking advantage of those resources that are in the water and using them and not letting them go with one use. And he gave some examples of facilities that are using this distributed wastewater treatment management plan, which is basically collecting, treating, and then using water either on site or in a area nearby. And so one example he gave was of a community educational farm, and they are, oh my goodness, doing some extreme things, but we need people to be pushing the envelope. They are working to demonstrate resource recycling concepts. So for example, they are using urine diversion for recovery of concentrated nitrogen and phosphorus to put in fertilizer. Way to go. And also using anaerobic digestion for recovery of biogas, and then also vegetated biological filters for reclaimed water. So they are really trying to implement these resources to recycle and reclaim water. And then in a more probably more metropolitan area than that farm, Solaire, which is in Battery Park, Manhattan. They basically have a decentralized reuse in a highly urbanized area, and it's LEED Platinum, and they have a green roof that filters and captures stormwater, which is awesome. And their wastewater and stormwater is treated for reuse, so they use it for toilet flushing, cooling the tower supply, and irrigation of the park. So what this is meant for them is that they've seen a 48% reduction in potable water consumption. That's huge. That's almost like 50%. And then they've seen over 50% reduction in wastewater discharge. So this is in New York City. They are seeing some big ramifications from doing this. And this is basically the epitome of this distributed, decentralized, one water concept. And so if this is something that you might be interested in, a great resource to help you through this decision-making process is werf.org/distributedwater, and they have a great Excel spreadsheet there that'll help take you through different planning components and really see if this is something that you might be interested in implementing at your building. And then another presenter at that same session talked about erosion and water contamination. And basically since 2008 and the economic downturn, the regulatory positions that would basically be overseeing that erosion wasn't occurring at these construction sites, those people have unfortunately been basically downsized. And so now it's more the honor system, which, can be good or bad. You don't have someone looking over your shoulder, but everyone has different definitions and thresholds for, well, this is over the amount of erosion that should really be occurring. So they created this app you can use on your iPhone, and basically it allows you to take a picture from the same spot day in, day out, week after week, so that they can be superimposed upon each other, and you can really see if erosion is occurring. And it also includes like 6 questions that have to be answered before you can continue on. And this way, the basically developer or client can monitor the entire process. So it's a very innovative way to handle this new situation. And one of the other interesting things that I learned in the session, a representative from the EPA presented about our water infrastructure and how it's going to be over $340 billion to basically upgrade and repair the water infrastructure in the U.S. And an interesting little tidbit that I learned from my course about this was that on K Street, which is where a lot of the lobbies are in D.C., the water pipes there are from the time when Lincoln was president. So it really makes you think, wow, what is my water traveling through to get to my tap? And then on top of that, 30% of water is lost in distribution. And this is water that has already been cleaned and treated and is drinking water quality. And we're losing 30%. And if you do that across the whole country, that is a significant amount of water that we're losing. So a lot of things to think about, and hopefully this one water distributed wastewater treatment will help kind of reduce this impact of the 30% of the water being lost in distribution. Okay, hope you found this interesting, and you should definitely go to Greenville next year. See you all soon. Bye.